tonight you had another sort of, I won't say loose training, but you had a lot of scrimmaging today. How did you guys come back from the little break that you had?
Yeah, good. I mean, we gave the guys a couple days off. You got to take your breaks when you have them and use them. So it kind of came in the fourth week this year, which is different than in years past. So last week we worked a lot on just sharpening the group that we had here. Today was more of a re-entry, so we did a lot of small group stuff, and tomorrow we'll get a little more tactical, and then once we get the players back from international duty, we can start to prepare for the game versus Orlando. But that makes it a little bit challenging without key guys that will play a role in this game coming up this weekend. But you got to just approach it the best you can, and today we wanted to just let the guys play a little small-sided game and get them back on the ball and re-entered and work on transition and speed of play.
When do you guys start filtering back in?
So we'll have the Jamaican contingent, and Darlington will come back in on Wednesday. So those 4 guys. So they'll be in training Thursday before we travel on Friday to Orlando. And Adam will be back in actually Tuesday night. So he'll be in training Wednesday. And Adi, because of his flight and schedule, it didn't make sense to fly him all the way back in here and then leave on that Thursday out. So we're flying him directly to Orlando. So he'll get the training day on Saturday.
What's it like trying to reintegrate those guys?
Well, I think because they've been here, makes it easier. I mean, guys like Maddox, a little bit trickier because he's not been here that long. But guys like Adi and Darlington, they're easy because they've been here. They know their role. There's always it takes a little bit of time to get them back in the flow. But the biggest thing is you hold your breath every game and hope that they don't get injured. So obviously we have a bunch of guys playing games on Tuesday, we really can't start to prepare for Orlando until we know what their health's going to be like, when they get back from travel and how do they feel. Those are all things you have to wait till the end of the week in this type of window to evaluate before you make those decisions that relate to the game versus Orlando, which is why you can't prepare really for Orlando this early in the week. And last week, with all the guys gone, it was more about just preparing the guys, like a Barnaby, for instance. So if we do decide to go with him, he's ready to be plugged in.
So let's go through some of these guys. Yeah, what is Chris Clutie's status at this point?
Well, he's cleared. He's healthy. He's been playing games with T2, so he looks good. He's still, I think, not 100%, just in terms of being match sharp, but he's close. And like I've told you guys and him, I think the final step is he's going to put his foot in a tackle, and I think there's still a little bit of some tentativeness there, but it's every day getting better, and we're confident by the end of the week that he could be in the conversation perhaps to play. So that means now him and Jack are options, which they weren't options the first 3 weeks.
Jack Barnaby.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack Barnaby. Yep.
And Liam, can you check in on Liam?
Yeah, I mean, Liam, obviously nothing's changed since Friday. He had the weekend off like everybody else, and he's continuing to rehab. So.
And then this may be the greatest distance you travel this season.
Yeah.
How is that a factor as you get ready for this? You're leaving early. You're staying. You're not flying back until Monday.
Yeah. No, I think the biggest thing is you got to factor it into your training. So especially in that. On that day, Thursday, before we travel Friday, we'll back down a little bit on that day. So we'll get our work in, obviously today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and then taper off a little bit Thursday before the travel. And then obviously once we get there, we need to do enough to activate them, but we need to keep it light. And I think that's the biggest thing. We'll lose a day of training on Friday in the travel, but we need to make sure that our training loads are in line with factoring that travel in. Great. Thanks, Molly. You have a good day.